And we're live. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Izzy, and welcome to the weekly comic book pull list. This is where we talk about what's trending, what's coming out, all the good stuff in comic books. And what a weekend we had. Wow. Deadpool, Wolverine, and then San Diego, and all the big bombs on that off of that one. So we're going to be talking a lot about it. As you could tell by the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Doom. But before we start talking about Doom, we got to welcome our guests to the party. So you guys know what we do. We always welcome our guests in the nice, good fashion welcome party. So
welcome to the party, pal.
But before we welcome him to the party, we have to call him out first because he only comes by the sound of one person's voice, and that is
Parker. Oh, you're fired. Parker! 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 We are deaf. I called you twice. Parker, wake up! Wake up! Shoot the picture! Parker! You're late. Maybe too late. Bruckner here beats to it. Parker! Parker! What? You didn't stop. Parker! 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 Parker!
and there he is, Ben Parker. You didn't expect that one, did you?
No, man, that was cool.
What's up, Ben? How you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right. It was quite a week, but made it through.
We made it through. Yes, exactly. Like, did you catch the movie yet?
No, I have not.
But good news, we're not going to actually be talking about the movie. We did all that talking last week. So we will talk about other things. Instead, we're going to talk about something that really was a big deal, a big highlight of the weekend. It was none other than That's right. That's what we're going to be talking about, guys.
Nice.
Today's episode is all going to be about Doom, and more importantly, the spec that comes along with that. So before we start talking about that, let's say what's up to the guys in the chat. Who kicks it off? Our good pal, Las Cruces, of course. And Las Cruces, you know what he gets when he comes to this show. He's gonna get his line, which I always seem to find. We got a hooray here, so he gets a followed by a woo-hoo. There we go. And buenos dias from Nuevo Mexico. All right. Then we have our good pal of mine, Agent Al Medina, CTU Gamer. Man, that's a long name, dude. We got Rich from Comic Cap Collectible. Yo, hello, y'all. What's going on? Larry Green Machine in the house. What's up with the pizza rats, PC rat, all types of rat. Kenneth Burr is also in the house. What's going on, Bird? And Parker, I want Spider-Man. LOL. We got Otter Downey. Any bets on the movie having FM Doom music? I don't know. I have no answer with that. I cannot tell you. I have
Amazing, yeah.
we're talking about 3 years from now, so who knows, right? DVH is in the house. DVH, your package has gone out. I'm finally happy to say that. I just took it. I went, here you go. It's gone. So DVH, you get your nice little hoot, just like Las Cruces says it. All right. It's from the show 20. Okay, it's a Jack Bauer reference. All right. So first and foremost, before we start talking about all this Doom spec, Iron Man Doom spec, what is your initial reaction to this RGJ returning, but this time as Victor Von Doom?
You know, I don't know a lot about it personally, but I have heard that it's a prequel to Iron Man. Apparently, he was Doom before Iron Man, or that's what some speculation is, or something like that. I mean,
so
it all comes down to execution for me. I'm not going to be picky about
Downey.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, it's gonna be how well they pull it off. If they make it, seamless, or if it's all clunky and just weird and everyone's
Yeah. Dude, we got 10 pounds coming from the UK from DVH. Thank you so much, DVH. What you gonna get for that? You're gonna get a all right. Thank you for support. If I knew better, I was going to be here. I would have been on time.
Man, I almost wasn't on time.
Speaking of Beckerman's also in the house. Beckerman, I was gonna say something later, but if you guys don't know, now it's official. Beckerman's in a fight. He's gonna be in a fight with actual Dracula.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna happen August 2nd, 7th. That's next Wednesday at 9 p.m. We're gonna call this the Vampiric Ranch Showdown. Why did I name it that? It's because I felt like naming it that. I don't know why.
Why not?
But we're gonna have a nice battle between actual Dracula and Beckerman. It's gonna be a fun time. I have no idea what to expect from that fight, but if it's anything like the previous fights, we're gonna have a blast, man. So cool stuff there. Anyway, with that being said, it's time to go into what's trending. So you ready to talk about what's trending? Let's do it. So Ben, we're gonna do things differently. I know I told you earlier that we were gonna do the trending 20 like we normally do.
Sure.
And last year was pretty much the same thing. But this week it was something a little special about the whole RDJ as Dr. Doom, because of course we know in a previous life he was Iron Man. So why not talk about the comic books that are Doom related, Iron Man adjacent? So
why not?
Let's talk with this first meeting between the Avengers and Dr. Doom. That's Avengers 25 back in 1966. This book is going for a high of $620. It's Silver Age goodness, man. It's their first time they meet. So, What's your thoughts on this one?
It just is my jam. That'll have my heart before anything, really, and that is such a classic, iconic cover, and it's just awesome. And I mean, Hawkeye's wearing gloves. What more do you want?
Exactly. Here's the best thing about Dr. Doom that I always liked is how he always has his arms crossed, or he's just every time they drew him, he was always like
he's a powder.
Exactly. Right. So we got here first battle between Avengers and Dr. Doom.
Awesome cover, man. That's such a cool book.
And I love how much the entered Dr. Doom, like he gets this big splash, right? It just throws it in there. That's pretty cool. I love that. So that's a good opening for it.
Yep.
All right. Our next book is Heroes Reborn, Doomsday #1. This is the first appearance of Lancer, an average person turned into some akin to a hero in service to Dr. Doom, as it says here. But the reason why this book is on this list is because of one little dumb thing I'm going to say, and that is it says Doomsday, which is going to be the title of the Avengers movie.
Right. So, I mean, it'd be weird.
Well, you know what? I could only imagine if there's some people out there saying, yo, Doomsday is going to be in a Marvel movie. Just thinking that, naive people that don't understand, doesn't know what this. Because he's the same color. He has the same colors, doesn't he?
I mean, maybe. I'm so much less familiar with DC stuff, but
yeah. Speaking of someone that's familiar with DC stuff, we got Mark, who is your favorite villain? Stan Lee, Dr. Doom, because he's a diplomatic immunity. He does have diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, that's right. He does.
He's a dictator. That's part of the charm, I guess. I
That's
would
right.
have loved to have. Yeah, it's an awesome. Even low grade for that other one he's referring to. But this
Oh
is one
yeah,
of those books. It's a
yeah.
cheap
Same.
book, but like everything else that's on this list, even though it's cheap today, it might be worth something tomorrow. Um, if you catch this on the wild, which I'm going to be looking at this week for, I might just pick it up. But then again, there might be those people out there that are gonna up the price on these books.
I can't remember if I've got that one or not. I know I have some of the Heroes Reborn stuff, but
Yeah. It's not a joke. Real thing. He said. Yeah, I know it's not a joke. I know he has diplomatic immunity.
yeah,
That I knew. It's a real thing. I know that. That's a real quote. All right. Yep, that's right, Tony. We're not getting Doomsday. Dr. Doomsday.
Dr. Doomsday.
That'll be cool. So here's a cheap book, Heroes Reborn, Doomsday's #1. If you find it for cheap, then you're gonna have the first book that actually says Doomsday. So why not pick it up if you could get it, right?
And why not?
This one, however, seems to been gaining traction, and that's What If Iron Man Demon in an Armor. First of all, that's just a terrible title. I know it's a play on words from the Demon in the Bottle storyline, which is an awesome storyline, but this is a what if story where Doom transfers his mind to Tony Stark.
So they do a Freaky Friday kind of thing.
Yeah, they do a Freaky Friday type of thing. It's a what if story. It's a one shot.
Sure.
As you can see, it here has a high of $80, but it's becoming higher and higher. The price of this book is going up. Yeah, like until we know what this movie is going to be, which we have no idea. We're talking about 3 years from now.
Right.
We have no idea.
At best, yeah.
So we're looking at this from, oh, let's grab this, let's grab that, let's grab this. And what's happening is all these people are just grabbing books, not knowing if this is the book to pick up.
Ain't
right?
that the way?
Yeah, that's what spec is all about, right? Blind spec. Like I had a friend of mine. He texted me yesterday. Now he's very naive when it comes to comic collecting. So he'll send me an image of a book and he said, "Hey, what do you think if I get this book for this price?" So he sent me a book of Incredible Hulk Wolverine, right? And it is a one-shot book that really was a reprint of some of their classic battles. So he saw it in eBay for $80.
Oh,
and I looked and he said,
yeah.
and then he tells me, he's like, "Is this a good price?" So then I did what I normally do as a good friend. I go to Cover Price and I look it up and I said, that's a $15 book at best.
Yep.
So
yeah,
these books here, last week this book was worth $5. This week this book is $80.
Right.
Let it chill. That's the number one rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think the more classic books they're gonna appreciate. They have more likability to they're more likely to appreciate. But the newer spec books, yeah, I'm personally I'm just always wary of them. I don't collect for spec, so it's kind of if I think it's cool, if I want to read the story, if I love the cover art on it, yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
And if anything, you just read the trade or get it on Marvel Universe or something like that. If you really want to read it, right?
Exactly.
Yep. Okay. The book that just won't disappear. Secret Wars #5. This is the cover that was an Easter egg in the Deadpool Wolverine trailer. By the way, it does show up in the movie, but just in that scene. So there's nothing about the cover. There's nothing about the book that's important other than during this moment in the movie, it's there. So what you see in the trailer is pretty much what you see in the movie. There's no significant value to it. So as you can see, this book has dropped in value. It's $10 now. Again, this book is going to revert back to a dollar bin book.
So it's literally just an Easter egg. There's no actual anything else.
It's just sitting in the background. Yeah, that's all it's doing. Sitting in the background, doing nothing. It's just there doing its thing. And that's all it's doing.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it's doing.
What the hell is even that?
Exactly. So, one of those books, man. It just stood there, right? So, and back to Joe's question, Diplomat Until You Get Shot in the Dome by Danny Glover saying it's just been revoked. You know where that's coming from? I know that. I know where that comes from. Classic movie right there. Didn't Doctor Doom do that to Spider-Man? Hey, spoilers, man. Yeah, Tony, he did. That is also true. Look at these guys just sharing information about other comic books. All right. Now, this book, I think, has some potential. And that's Secret Wars #2. This is the first appearance of God Emperor Doom, an all-powerful alternate reality version of Doctor Doom. If there's a book that if you see in the wild, it's cheap, it's $10 right now. $10 is probably a good bet to pick it up because of the fact it's God Emperor Doom. He becomes Emperor Doom, which I believe is going to happen. That's my assumption of this story.
Do you think that'll be a end credit thing for in another Marvel movie where they kind of tease that the God Emperor Doom kind of thing coming in? Or
so the way I'm envisioning,
and I missed it.
The way I'm envisioning it is that Fantastic Four, he'll probably show up as an end credit in Fantastic Four. I think he'll have a role in Fantastic Four. I think he'll be there somewhere, right? And then when we get Avengers Doomsday, which is his movie, right? Them finding out that he's Doomsday, that he's Doctor Doom. I think at the end of that movie, he becomes God Emperor Doom. So and then that leads to Secret Wars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where Secret Wars is bigger than that. But I think we're going to get, and of course it's going to be a little different. Also, we got E-Man in the house. What's up, E-Man? How's the hair? Make sure you take care of that hair because it's the best hair in the business. All right. And yep, God and Purdue. Hashtag God and Purdue. If you see this book for $10, pick it up. I promise you, this is one worth. I'm calling it. This is the one that's worth it. More so than the other ones. Because this one's more likely to actually happen rather than the other one. So, and here's another book here. We're going to talk about both of these books together. Marvel Team Up #3 as well as Marvel Team Up #2. We'll start with #2, then we'll move our way to 3, which is the cameo appearance of Tony Stark as Doctor Doom from an alternate dimension. Now, this is a book that's gaining traction because of the fact that why Robert Downey Jr., out of all people, is going to play Doctor Doom. Is he a variant? Is he, which I'm assuming he is. I doubt if he isn't, right? But is he a variant of Tony Stark, or is he going to be Victor Von Doom? So this is the story that kind of does the alternate version where Tony is Doctor Doom. So it starts in Marvel Team Up #2, and it continues in the 3rd issue of the book. So it's just, this is the first one. This is the cameo at the end, and this is the book. So these are 2 books that are also gaining some heat. All right, we got Steph. All right, might as well second phase of Marvel. Forget, never forget, never forget. Yeah. Oh, you know. So what's your first of all? Do you think it's a cash grab? This whole
isn't everything a cash grab? I don't know. Probably.
Well, it is a cash grab. You get the Russos, but I think it's more being a safe bet.
I think it is too. They needed a massive, like a well-known, really big bad guy that was like people were gonna just automatically be feverish over. And I think if it's Doom, they picked a good one. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, people
see. Look, I'm looking like Doom right now. Look at me.
He's one of my favorite. I mean, one of my all-time favorite as far as imagery. I think he was one of the coolest drawn characters. Like just super mysterious and spooky when you're a kid. And, you know. I mean,
oh yeah.
It was
the one thing I loved about Doom. Excuse me. The one thing I loved about Doom is his vanity more than anything, his arrogance, right?
Sure.
What makes him different from everyone else, right? So when Doom talks, he has this level of arrogance that I'm greater than everyone.
And he's
Yeah,
royalty, so I mean, you know, he was born and bred to think that way. I mean, he's a
But he also fought to be that way too, right?
yeah.
So he kind of like he climbed to become this person, you know. But you know, he believes himself to be the smartest man in the room, and he's arrogant about it. And he has this vanity about himself because the whole story that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did about Doom was the fact that what does he look behind the mask? What does he look like behind the mask, right?
Yeah.
Like, is he horribly scarred? Or is it just a little thing of imperfection, which is
right.
What was part of the mystery of it, right? So, you know, and I always love that they toyed with it, but let's be honest, every time we see the iteration of Doom, we know how it turns out instead of not knowing it. So I hope that's the one thing I'm worried about because it's Robert Downey Jr. is that we're gonna see his face. I don't want to see Doom's face. That's my biggest concern about that whole thing.
Yeah, at least maybe not in the first movie, you know, or
Yeah.
like save something for a sequel or something, you know.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, so you got these two books there. This one's getting hotter and hotter, man, every day.
I've never even seen those two. I don't know that volume of Marvel Team Up because
it's one of the labs. This is actually done by Kurtman. Robert Kurtman wrote this one.
I got
it's actually pretty interesting.
Those
the next book
period I was just not collecting at the time.
Yeah. Here's a big one. This is Exiles 23. This is the actual first title that gives us Iron Man as Doom.
All
right. It's an exile, so it's alternate reality. Similar to Agent Carter, like Captain Carter years prior. The Exiles always seems to be one of those books that sneaks it in. And most Exile books are dollar bin books, the majority of them, right? I have a lot of Exiles, and I know I have this book, so I'm really happy about that one. But this is one of the hottest books out there. This is the one that, you know, it shows Tony, not Dr. Doom, but Tony is Dr. Doom rather than Victor Von Doom. So,
wow, yeah.
So, I'm not sure. Maybe. Robert Downey Jr. played the black guy so he could play Dr. Doom. That's a Tropic Thunder reference right there, baby.
Absolutely is.
Did you know in that movie he says that he's not in the movie? He says he's not gonna. So he's method acting in the movie, right? In the movie, he's playing this character. He says, "When are you gonna be the real person? Not until after the what is it? The commentary, the DVD commentary." And but what they did was they did a DVD commentary to Tropic Thunder, and in the DVD commentary, he's playing the character.
He's staying character.
He's staying in character, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. MCU always needs a guy in armor. That is correct. Imagine if it was Rhodey. And Larry has this one. That's good. Cool. All right. Exile. Yeah, Exile always had some great stories, man.
I've never seen that one before myself.
Yeah, this one goes back 2003. I remember picking it up. Here's another one that's just simply a cover by. It's Invincible Iron Man 11. It's just a cover by. It doesn't really. It has no significance other than it's just a cool cover done by Juan Spotasio. So, you know, and it's part of the Heroes. I believe it was part of the Heroes Reborn story, but I might be wrong. But that's 97, so it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a cover. Nothing too significant about it.
That's a great cover.
It is. And here's a very similar cover, but one that most people are really. This is the one that most people are hunting for. Infamous Iron Man #1. This came out back in 2016. It features Dr. Doom becoming Iron Man. So here's a situation where it's not Iron Man becoming Doctor Doom. It's rather Doctor Doom becoming Iron Man. It's not an alternate reality story, from what my understanding. Uh, but it also debuts Tony as an AI projection, which is also pretty interesting. That was a lot of discussion about that happening too.
Yeah.
And there was also discussion that in Armor Wars, which we have no idea what's going on with that right now, that there's something to do with Tony being an AI. So who knows? But this is the big one. This is the one that everybody's hunting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
I
cover
don't know
though.
if I got that or not.
Oh, you think Black Spires thinks he has it?
I can't
What's up there?
remember.
Well, it's back in 2016, so it's not as old, and there's plenty of there's different variants of this book. So
That's the kind of
there's-
books that I got in mystery boxes, like before there was hype around them, and then they just go into a box of comics, and I will never remember that I got that book.
And then you go say it, you're ooh. I got this
Yeah, I'll
book.
find it again when it's $1 book again for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But as you can see here, there's 8 variants. Let me see if I can showcase the variants for you.
Yeah, cool.
So there's the Asap Riddick variant. This is the 1 in 25, which is that's the price tag of this book is currently $150.
Yeah,
Wow.
one.
Look at that. You see that? I want that book now. Send help.
I mean,
What's up? There's my man. How you doing?
there's
Also, here's the second printing. The second printing is going for $50. Here's another one. This one's probably not as significant. It looks like it's. I want to say. I'm not even sure who. I see Hulk, but I don't know who exactly he's fighting in this image. Kind of weird. You have this one where it's the Mike Dito which is just Tony holding the head. Another $50 variant.
Yeah.
This Scotty Young one is. I love this Scotty Young. This one I actually do like it.
Yeah,
$85.
I don't like it that much, but I do. I think it's pretty cool.
It almost looks like Mr. Miracle, doesn't it? In a weird way,
A little bit, yeah. It actually,
right? It has a Mr. Miracle flair to it.
Yeah, kind of same
Right.
color, really. Yeah.
They got the hip hop version right there. Look at that, it's inspired by Big Daddy King. I remember that album too. Look at that, 65, not
Yeah.
not as valuable. And then you got the blank. I may have the blank,
Gotcha.
so that'll be cool. The action figure, of course, there's an action figure one.
Are those
Ooh.
all John Tyler Christopher action figures?
I'm not
Doesn't he do
sure.
those, or does anybody else do those as well?
I'm not. Yeah, this is a John Tyler Christopher.
Yeah,
So he did that one. So there you have it, guys. Those were the variants.
nice.
We're talking about variants, about a character that's going to be potentially a variant.
Variants on variants. Yeah.
That's meta, man. That's super meta, man. That's one of those things that
What? 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 What?
it's weird, but this is the one that I went searching for.
Yeah.
I didn't care about all the other books. When I went, I looked at this one, and that's Iron Man 150, the battle between Iron Man and Doctor Doom. $80 right now.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might have that.
It's a good John Romita Jr. cover that I love,
Yeah.
and I know someone out there. We got Cliff, my man Cliff. He'll probably be like, "Hey, John Romita sucks." No, he doesn't. He's good. Fight me on it.
He
Right?
did right for himself there.
He did okay for himself. And like a little bit nepo. He's a nepo baby, but it's all right. It's okay. Still could draw. Right?
Yeah.
But I love this book. I love everything about this book. It's just a gorgeous cover.
It's
I
cool.
love-
And it reminds you of like the other classic ones with like the Thing and Hulk and I mean there's the black background one-on-one battle covers are all pretty damn cool. Like Submariner's got one from back in the day, and
Yeah. Look
I
at it.
think-
It's gonna get. I'm gonna give it a little heart. Look at that. I gave it a heart.
there you go, man. Give us
There
some
you go. Give it some love. Talking about great covers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, $100 bet. This scene will happen in the movie. In one of the movies, we will have this scene.
There will be an Easter egg of that very cover. Yeah.
Yeah. And I do have a copy. I think I have multiple copies of this book by Mike Zach. So iconic, so beautiful. Absolutely love it. You see, there goes Brian LCS. He's saying hi to you, Ben. He completely ignored me. I'm not worth talking to. Here comes the doom. That's right. Oh, Jers has a newsie of this one. Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
I absolutely love this cover, man.
Yeah, I do too.
A triple one triple sign. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, this particular run of Secret Wars has some iconic books, man. It's awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Black Spider says, every single one is awesome, right?
Yeah, that's childhood right there for sure for me.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, man. And here's another classic one. Dome.
I've held that book in my hand so many times and never pulled the trigger on it. And yeah, I mean now it's high 600. So
yeah, look at this. We see you every week, Izzy. But hello.
All right, already.
I almost grabbed that Marvel Superheroes at HeroesCon this year, and I decided to put it back.
Now I'm not sure if I know this. Obviously, this is an iconic cover, but is this one of the early books where a villain is the lead of the story, rather than it's? I think that's part of its charm, that it's this first time.
Maybe because it's
the story.
I mean, it's a Silver Age book. I don't know how many
in Marvel,
like supervillains had their own story dedicated to them, but maybe
E-Man would know, right? Because he's a C-list villain. He would know, wouldn't he?
Who's that?
E-Man.
E-Man.
Right?
There he is. Yeah.
And there goes Scotty. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget, guys, to watch the Monday Night Lineup. All of us are doing great shows today. So, yeah, man. Ooh, this is, again, much love. And you know what's great about this book? It's called Marvel Superheroes, featuring Doctor Doom.
Featuring this villain. Yeah.
The number one Marvel villain. Let's be honest. It's the number one Marvel villain.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely way up there for sure.
And we got ourselves 3 good nerds. What's going on, guys? Been a hot minute since I've seen you guys. All right. Like and surprise button. We heard you. Thank you already.
Blah, 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 dee, blah, blah.
All right. Moving down the list. Here's another book here. Nice. This one is some John Byrne goodness. Fantastic Four 278, the origin of Dr. Doom in his educational years. This is where we have the facial disfigurement. This is what Black Spiders was referring to earlier, wasn't it?
Right.
But we never really see it. So, and controversial issue where Johnny Storm confronts an individual who is defacing racial equality posters with racist propaganda. Ooh.
Multiple uncensored panels.
Yeah, look at that. Displaying extremely offensive racist words and phrases. Probably say phrases, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
right. Well, Dales of Suspend is in the house. What's going on, my man? All right. Yeah. An $8 book at most. So, again, most of these books.
Yeah.
This is one that I don't think many people are going to be hunting for. So, you might still be able to find this pretty cheap.
I think I have that one too. Maybe.
Right. Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah.
Another classic Jack Kirby cover. Fantastic Four 57. This is just a cool cover.
Yep.
We got Dr. Doom. We got Silver Surfer. I want to know who this guy is. I want to know who that guy next in between Silver Surfer and Johnny. Because I see the thing. So who's that guy? Not sure. A high value book of this is $4.50. That's not bad for this cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A 12-cent book, 66. Nice Silver Age. $450. That's pretty much a steal in my view.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is either.
Right? Is it just another version of Ben?
He's the maintenance guy at Yancey Street. He's just tagging along for that.
You know what I mean? It's just, who is this guy?
Somebody knows. I'm sure he had some significance. He had to have. So.
You know what I mean?
You may be wondering why the red suit.
We got Chris, the comic vet. What's going on, Chris? Yeah, he's saying, you see, that's how you do it. You say, good job, Izzy and Ben. You see, that's how you do it. You gotta, recognize who's in the show. But Dale, he's like Izzy and Ben. So a little bit of that going on there.
I don't show my face as often as you regulars do.
All right, and now we're going back to Iron Man 149. So this is the prelude issue of 150. So this is the one that came before Doom Quest, a two issue series that establishes Doctor Doom as a major foe of Iron Man, and also one who has many formidable similarities to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Look at that cover.
Yeah.
Like, who could, you're drawing an eye, and you're drawing Iron Man coming through the eye.
Yeah. The like some of the newest covers that I really liked were those Thor and Silver Surfer, the variants where you could see the reflection of the other one.
Yeah.
There was a cover of each, and you saw the reflection of the other one, like coming at him.
Yeah, those are cool.
I like the that kind of perspective, and it's pretty cool. I mean, that storyline there. It's like, I haven't read that portion of that run myself, but I'm wondering if it's like, was that them, like Tony or Victor Von Doom realizing that how similar they were to the other one?
Yeah.
Was that the story writing? Was it actually them in there realizing that, or was it just kind of alluded to?
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right. Then we have another. This is gonna be fun. You're gonna love this. So we got Fantastic Four 84. The name is Doom. This is a $150 comic. Look at Latveria. Look how nice that town is, and look how big Doom is over it.
Yeah.
They're just chilling. It's like, hey, here we are. It looks like it actually looks like they're in medieval times.
Yeah.
Some Renaissance fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's 84. 39. Almost exact replica of the book.
Yeah.
But this was $350 too. So they're both actually pretty cheap. Look at that.
They love that looming Doom kind of.
Yeah. What is the deal with Jack and having Doom be like on top of the buildings, like if he was some kaiju or something like that?
Yeah, the imagery of what a huge threat he is to
but
awesome cover.
Oh, this is
both of those. Yeah.
Exactly. And here's another really cool one. Here's another one of our newer books in the list. Doom #1.
I've seen that.
This book has been red hot the last couple of weeks, largely because of the first page of the issue utilizes some lyrics from the rapper MF Doom, obviously, who utilized the metal face to make himself look more like Dr. Doom. So there was he was a huge fan of Dr. Doom. So another book that's still pretty hot, still climbing the charts and things like that. So that's a pretty cool book there, man. Come visit Tineria. Come visit Latveria. Come for the sights. Stay because Doom commands it.
Doom commands it.
Doom. Love Dr. Doom. All right. And then one final book of the list, and that's The Books of Doom. Features the origin of Dr. Doom. This book came out back in 2006. It's an experiencing strong demand of the secondary market after the announcement. So people are picking up this book because of its origins. I don't know how much of it is actually going to be taken from the source. So again, the source material is going to be utilized for a couple of things, but they're going to go their own different way if it shows anything.
You know how many issues were in Books of Doom?
Books of Doom.
I know I've got at least one of them, but
we could definitely find out. So let me see if I could
If it's not
go
a huge
is-
series, I might.
I don't think it is. Books of Doom. Let's see here. So it looks like it was a 6-issue run.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, 6 issues. It was a 6-issue limited series. It's really cool, but there's some really cool covers, and a lot of those covers is an overarching Doom over a city.
Of course. It's mandatory. At least one per series.
I don't think there's enough Doctor Doom on this list. You would think. And who is this Doctor Doom? Why is he so popular? So, who is Doctor Doom? His name is Victor.
Any relation to Dr. Von Hoot?
Yeah, right? Is he part of the family? He like a distant cousin or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know if Doctor Doom is related to DVH, Dr. Von Who. Someone wants to give his answer.
Yeah.
I think he agrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Now that is some list there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Diverse, like through the ages of comics, at least.
You know what I mean? It's like when you look at these books, it's like obviously they're not referring to the first appearance, which is Fantastic Four #5, which again is a expensive book.
Yeah.
Right. I believe they're colleagues and fellow alumni. But yeah, I think that's there you go. Look at that. Dr. Von Hoot, Dr. Victor. Mm-hmm. Apparently there's something there. There's something you decide. Oh, look at that. I don't know.
He's not going to give away too much of his secret identity.
He's not. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
In the presence of
character routine. Oh, it's Wyatt. Oh, there we go. We got an answer. Wyatt Wingfoot, if memory serves me right. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that.
Okay, nice.
Okay. And we still don't know who's Wyatt Wingfoot anyway, so they're related through marriage. Oh, okay. That would make sense. But they're Vons. They're both Vons. So is it still marriage or it's just like
it's everyone in Europe is a Von something.
Oh, everyone in Europe is a Von.
Comes with territory.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
And he did. He definitely did. He definitely did say that. So, but they while they're hanging out, while they're in the hills, they're busy, doing this. There you go. I could see them doing that.
Absolutely.
Let Izzy get a soundboard.
Oh, DVH is about to unsubscribe.
Oh no, I'm gonna make sure that package comes back if that's the case. No. I need Vaughn in my name. We're all gonna rename ourselves Vaughn, like Ben Von Parker. Izzy Von Verse. Oh, I like that sound of that.
My last name used to begin with a Von, and after World War II, my grandparents dropped it.
Ah, so they heard the news. So you are a Vaughn.
I am officially a Von, I guess.
All right. Do you want to see what's on the top 10 list?
Always.
All right. It's time for us to check out the top 10 list. Let's see who made it.
Some
trying to
good
watch
stuff
the
in there too.
You know, there was some really good stuff there. Like,
Yeah.
to get busy, got busy with Lady Morgan. Hey, maybe he did. All right, pretty sure they were provisioning.
Oh yeah!
Dig it. Those comics, I have none of them, but still cool. Well, we're gonna do it nice and simple today. Those were really cool books. There was a lot of good books in that list, guys. You want to get some good books? Then I'm giving away some really cool stuff. So as you know, there is a July giveaway where I'm gonna be giving away this box. It's a heavy box too. Box of comic books. Everything in here is Deadpool, Wolverine. If you've seen the previous videos, you'll know it. So that's gonna happen. Make sure you check out the comic book fights already. We had Digger Jim and Gary B. That was a fun show, man. It was so much fun. We had a blast. If you like t-shirts and you want to support the Izzyverse, get yourself a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? You get a nice little discount. I did a t-shirt called DC and Marvel and Image and Indies and Comics. It's also your Izzyverse t-shirt there. So go check out those as well. And something else I need to promote. This weekend, I'm going to be hanging out in the Bronx Anime Comic Expo. Also, DJ Lynx is going to be there. And who knows, maybe some other people from the community will show up. But I will be there. I'll have some stuff. I'll be doing some giveaways. I'll have some comic books to sell. So go out there. Here's your chance. Tickets are super cheap. Get them while they're hot. It's going to be a fun show. It always is. And there's a carnival, man. How many times do you go to a comic book convention where there's a carnival just like that? Just like that. You get the fireworks display. You know what I mean? All that good stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Comic Vet has been a member for 15 months. He's gotta let the world know that. So we have to say thank you. So let's go ahead and say thank you. Yep, I want to see as he put Deadpool suit much. No, there's only one guy that does it better. That's Peter Pool, man. I ain't no Peter Pool. The wrongs. Oh, there you go. All right, and then yep, we're gonna be Black Spiders. I think is gonna be in the Bronx Anime Show, so that's gonna be fun. And I say hello, of course, Adrelis. You say hello. So it's time. I haven't done the new comic books list because, completely frank, I want to get out of here as fast as I possibly can. I want to keep this show to about an hour. You know, I like the show to stay about an hour so you guys can watch all the other shows.
What the hell is even that?
I'm sorry. We want to have a good show. We want to have it in a good time. So we'd like to stick it to an hour. So I'll do that. But, you know, I know you guys love a good giveaway. Is that correct? People like giveaways, Ben?
I've heard a couple people may
So
like a giveaway.
Let's do a nice little giveaway. You know what I'm saying? That's right. We're sticking with the Von Dooms. It's gonna be a Von Doom. Yeah, and look who shows up. Free stuff. The moment you say giveaway, they pop out of nowhere, don't they? They just show up. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that rat was doing some inappropriate things in that video. You have no idea. Go ahead, support it. Get your chance to do it. Right? I think we. Hey, we'll talk about getting an official Izzy rat.
Nice.
So make sure you put that hashtag Von Doom. Be careful. Do not make sure it's a Von Hoot, even though they are distant cousins. So we got 13 people so far. They go in it. You see, they show up. They all show up. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have one. I do believe I have a blank copy of a Fantastic Four book. And in that blank copy, I will give that blank copy to whoever wins, but it won't be blank anymore. Instead, it will have some character in it. Maybe a Von Hoot, maybe a Von Doom, who knows? But that's going to be the giveaway for today. It's going to be A Dr. Von, a Victor. Oh, we found out that's DVH's first name. Victor. There you go. Izzy Doom. Von you? Von who? All right, we got 14. Should we run it?
Why not?
Let's run it. Let's see which one of you 14 guys is going to get a Von Doom. Oh, wait, we got Digger Jim just, again, another one just popped out of nowhere. I thought Digger Jim already has Von Doom.
Yeah.
We'll throw it. Oh, look at it. Now it's 16 entries. So you see, they just show up, Ben. They just show up. Let's
good
run
PR,
it.
Man.
It's good PR, right? Let's see who wins the Von Doom. And the winner is Dales of Suspense. Congratulations,
Congrats, Dale.
You are the winner of a blank comic book. Let's see which book it is. But yes, you will have your book there. Make sure you just send me the information. I think I have some of your information, but just resend it. It's going to take a while because I have to produce it and things like that. So like everything else. So woohoo! We got a woohoo. There you go. Congratulations, Dale. You're going to get yourself your woohoo right there. So where is that woohoo? See, that's the hard part with this soundboard stuff. There you are.
Woohoo!
Congratulations. Everybody's so nice. Heck yeah. You know it. Stuff like that. So all that good stuff. We're going to do another show next week. But don't forget, guys, to check out the other shows that we have going on here. It's the Monday night lineup. And right now we got Comic Book Addicts. It's about to start in a few minutes. It's going to have Austin Light. And you know what's really cool about today? It's going to be the 100th episode. I messed that up. I think I got the wrong image. That's what it is. That is the wrong image. Let me make sure I get the right image here. Is it this one? No, that's wrong too. Look at me. That's the right image. There we go. I got the right one now. Finally. All right. So Gary B is going to be in Comic Book Addicts and the 100th episode of the Council of Comics. I'm sure they're going to have some good stuff in that show. Also, we have Locke Newen is going to be in Between the Lines. And don't forget to check out 22 with the top 10 alternatives. And Cuppy wraps it up at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a good night for comics. Yep, It's Gary B tonight. Absolutely. You know, I will pay Izzy for a DVH sketch in the Dr. Doom arm. You want to pay me for that? I'm down. I'm definitely down for that. We'll talk in the background about that one. So go check it out. I'm definitely down. Don't forget, we got a fight coming up. Actual Dracula versus Beckerman. Be on the lookout for a poll question that's going to be coming out pretty soon. It might come up as early as today. Make sure you're part of the poll. So we'll see what Actual Dracula and Beckerman have to say. I think we got some pretty cool poll questions that are going to come up. So there might be one that you want to check out. So Parker,
yes,
Ben Parker, where do we find you, my man? And what you been up to?
I'm on IG and newly on YouTube. I mean, I've been on YouTube forever, but I've only recently started uploading some content. I've got 2 or 3 videos on there now. They're pretty awful because they're my first attempts, and I'm not an editor by any stretch of the means, but I do have a few more pretty exciting unboxing videos that I need to get tailored up and dropped onto my channel. Other than that, I'm just, I really just kind of showcase my collection. I don't do much about spec or anything else, but just show off the books that I love and try to support other people. That's
exactly, man. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Guys, we love you. We're gonna wrap up the show. We keep this into an hour today. Nice and simple show and stuff like that. But Ben, I have to, I'm not the only one that wants to say thank you. So we have a few people that want to say thank you to you.
Okay.
Hey, I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. Look, thank you.
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 Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess I'll see you.
And thank you all for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Excelsior.
Thanks, Izzy.